So this is a regular 12-sided polygon, and we have to find net force on capital Q charge at center. So the net force on the center capital Q charge will be 0, because all charges are equal and at same distance. So all charges forces become cancel. Like we can think, if there is a let's suppose there is a charge q, and this is because of this charge q, this charge exert force on this charge and at it in direction, in this direction. This is a repulsive force, and because of these charges, this is because of these charges, this is capital charge q feel force in this direction, and both forces are equal magnitude and opposite direction, and they will become cancelled. And similarly, because of these charges, net force will be cancelled, and this force will be also cancelled, and similarly all forces become cancelled, and we get net force equal to 0. And our B part is that suppose one of the Q's charges is removed, what is the net force on capital Q? So let's suppose from the 12 Q charges, let's suppose this charges is removed. So all forces become cancelled, but because of this Q charge, there will be force on Q in this direction. Because there is no charges, this Q charges is removed, then this force will not become cancelled. So we get the net force F equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon, let's suppose this distance is r, and let's suppose our coordinates is like this is I cap direction and this is j cap direction. So the net force will be in I cap direction, because this charge exert on the force in this q charge in this direction, because all are positive, so that there is a repulsive force. So this charge will try to repel this charge, and force will exert in this direction. So the net force on this charge will be in this direction. And if this charge will remove, then this charge will remove, then force net force will be in this direction. So the net force on the center Q charge will be this, magnitude will be this. Okay. So our C part is that 13 equal charges Q are placed at the corner of a regular polygon, 12-sided regular polygon. What is the force on a text charge Q at the center? So at the center on the capital Q charges, the net force will be 0, because it is a regular 13-sided polygon. So net force will become 0. Like we can think it's like about if there is a 3-sided regular polygon like this, like we have a 3-sided regular polygon. So the net force on the center Q charges will be 0. So at the center net force will be 0. So our D part is that if one of the 13 Q charges is removed, what is the force on Q? Means if the one charge is removed from 13-sided regular polygon, then what is the net force? So net force will be like this, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square.